Hi everybody. Today I'd like to show you a couple different techniques when using your ferro rod. But first, I would like to give a shout out to a young man that started his own bushcraft channel. He's 15 years old and he's doing gear reviews and building shelters and getting out there and having a lot of fun. And if you get the opportunity, you should stop by the Danish Bushcrafter and see what he's up to over there. He's got some great videos and some great reviews, and it's neat to watch the young adults go out there and get busy doing some bushcraft. With these ferrocerium rods, I've got a couple examples here. When you're using different types of tinders, whether that's cedar bark or jute twine, there's a couple of different techniques that you can use. And I know we've got a lot of professionals out there that already know all this stuff, and I'm kind of addressing the guys coming up and just starting to learn, and just wanted to give them a couple of hints. The rest of you guys, I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but if I can help out one of those guys get his first fire going, I'm going to give it a try. Anyway, when you get your ferrocerium rod, it's going to have a black coating on it. Make sure that all that black coating comes off so you can get a good spark. And if you're going to use the strike force, same thing. Make sure that you get the black coating off there so that you can get a decent spark. Now, if you're using jute twine or anything fibrous, cedar bark that's dry, and dried grass, and anything that you can fluff up, the old making sparks and throwing sparks at it will usually do a good job. But when you are getting into shavings and using heartwood, there's a little bit different technique that I'll demonstrate here for you that you can use. Usually throwing sparks at it, you might get lucky, but if you can change your technique just a little bit, it usually will work for you. I'd say 99% of the time, but when you're out here in the woods and things are wet, nothing's for sure, but we can always just give it a shot. Alright, I'm going to try and demonstrate this the best I can, and hopefully this will come across. But when you've got your tinder on your platform, try and hold your scraper as steady as possible and pull your striker backwards. That way you're not knocking your tinder all over the place trying to spread sparks. And these strikers work fairly well, but there's some better options out there. I like using the back of my knife because it's got a good 90 on it, and works fairly well. But for jute twine and a lint or cedar bark or anything like that, this will work really well. Alright, so I've got some jute twine here. Again, steady as you can, and off she goes. And if you're just using jute twine, of course you'd want to have some shavings or something to keep this going. Same thing with a cotton ball. If you got a cotton ball that's not soaked in any petroleum or anything like that, just make sure it's fuzzy. And by the way, if you are going to soak it in petroleum jelly, only do half of it. Leave the other half fibrous, and it'll ignite for you a little bit easier. Again, be steady, and off she'll go. Alright, for this next demonstration, got some fat wood, and when you make your shavings, you want them, as thin as possible, and to really be just to help with the ignition. Just barely get those things to curl over. I mean, just I'm not using a lot of force is what I'm trying to say here. Just to make it curl. And when you do this, I know not everybody does it the same way I do, but for me, when you have a knife that's got some jimping on the back, you can flip your knife over and then do your little bit of sawdust or scrapings. And it's, you know, anything you can do to improve your odds is good. You see, just a little bit gives you a bunch of shavings. And I'll zoom in there for you. I hope that's coming across fairly well. Just use the jimping on the back. Again, all this stuff was shown me by other people with a lot more experience, so I'm not reinventing the wheel here. This is just what I do, and it may not be the best way, but it's just the way I do it. All right, now we could just go straight to the shavings, but I like to start with the finer stuff. When you do this, when you're trying to get a spark with this, make sure you're using the 90. And you're trying to remove some of this material. I mean, really remove it. You know, so give it some force. And when I do it like this, I'm holding this steady and moving my striker down, because I'm trying. I mean, you can see on that I was removing some material to try and get this to go. And you add your shavings. Now this is the same for heartwood and any other shavings you might make. Just try and remove as much material with your striker, whatever the case may be. A lot of people like using an awl. Well, if you have a Leatherman or something with an awl on it, the more the better. My knife seems to work fairly good for me, so it's what I usually use. But if you have an awl, go ahead and use it, because it works extremely well in removing material. And again, when you're really getting on them shavings, see, I'm peeling off a lot of material there, and you will go through ferro rods doing that, but when you need a fire, that's all right. Holding it steady, you can tell this is all damp, and it had snow on it just a little while ago, but and that should ignite whatever you got there. Remember, even if you just got some lint or whatever the case may be, you know, you can throw sparks at it, and most time that'll work. But just boy, this dryer lint doesn't want to go off. There it goes. Again, you can hold it steady and pull backwards. But when you're doing shavings, I tend to do it the other way. Just alright, so the thing to remember really is if it's fibrous, you can throw sparks at it and it'll usually take off if it's dry. When you're dealing with shavings or scrapings, try and remember to remove some of that material on that ferrocerium rod and use controlled movements. And usually it'll take off for you. I've had really good luck doing it. I know that there's a lot of guys out there that might be doing it a little bit different, or have probably got a better way. Hopefully they'll post one of their own videos. But hopefully some of it helped at least one of you. So until the next video, check out the Danish Bushcrafter. He's doing a great job, and get out there and have some fun. See you guys later.